Brian Tramel, RynoJB, rolling into Memphis.
We're live from STS Studios in Jonesboro, Arkansas. How you doing there, JB?
I'm doing great. It's a beautiful sunny day in Memphis. How's the weather where you are?
Oh man, nice here in Jonesboro, Arkansas on a Saturday afternoon, and we're gonna go live and we're gonna talk about Memphis, rolling into Memphis. I get this asked every week. Someone says, "Is that Handsome Jimmy Valiant singing?" No, it is my tribute to Valiant, and it's my buddies over there at P3 Radio, Josh and Richard. I wrote that, and they sang it, and if you listen real close, they say our names, so we know that wasn't Handsome Jimmy doing that. Also, some quick business before we get started. Cool Kids Countdown coming this week. We have the top 10 comedians in professional wrestling. And then right after this show, right after a TOJ update, listen to the TOJ update. What's the TOJ update? Well, listen to my buddy Lance Levine and find out how to win and participate. Now we're going to get started. And as you know, JB, we do this in a fast format, roundtable-wise, hits, misses, MVP. What do we want to see on next week's show? And thumbs up or thumbs down. And I'm going to start with you. What are your hits for the week?
My hits for the week. I got a few of them for you. I'm not one and done this week.
All right.
I got a few for you. I got more hits than misses, but my hits this week, I got to go with that Mike Anthony promo. Man, I thought he killed it in the beginning of the program. He cut a promo, and I thought that energy, that's what I'm looking for right there. I'm really looking for that with all the wrestlers. When they're cutting their promos, I want to feel it. And Mike Anthony really made me feel that promo right there. So I'm really, really digging that. Also, the Chris Rex, the king of POW, if you will, went against Van Vicious. I thought that match was a hit. I thought that entire match was a hit. Last week you were talking about seeing more of the bigger guys against more of the bigger guys. I thought that was a match where we saw two big guys go at it, show athleticism and power, and a little bit of foul play as well. The royal family up to schemes and whatnot, but I thought that interaction was great as well. We saw the strength of the royal family, what they can do as a faction. Last week we also talked about production. We talked about the production of the show. I thought the production of the show this week definitely improved. It seems like every week the production value with the graphics, the camera cuts, the scenes, it feels like it's just growing and it's getting a little bit better and better. They're
looking at what does it, when you put it out and you're working on something over and over, you kind of get tunnel vision. And I mean, Dotson hadn't said anything about this, but he puts together the show. You look at the show, I've put together a few books and you just keep looking at the thing over and over until it's done. And then you look at it again and you go, man, I could have did this. I could have did that. I should have done this. And that's what they're doing. All right, my hits. I love it. We got interviews again. Big hit for Mike Anthony. Selena, by the way, JB, she's new money, right? Selena Dean is new money. I love her. And I want to see more of her. I got a question for you, JB. Can we say smoking hot in 2021? I want to know that. Can we?
I think it's okay. I think it's all right to say smoking hot. I'm going to have to double check though.
All right. Shout out to Nikki Lane there in Newport, Arkansas. And shout out also to her Instagram. Let me just say this, JB. Austin Lane is a lucky man. And we're not kayfabing everybody. Everybody knows that's Austin Lane's wife, and he's a lucky man. I want a big hit to T-Bone himself, Terrence Ward. Now, Nikki,
my guy,
when he was interviewing Nikki, he did the old Lance Russell trick. So Nikki's standing there talking, and then he says, well, what do you think about, and then what are you going to do here? And are you saying this? And I was like patting him on the back and saying, good job. And we also got an angle backstage. And I'm going to talk about all of that here in a couple seconds. But we got the angle with Dreadhead Kev. And if you look at the notes of this episode, we have had him on the show. And we also got one of the hits for me. And I'm 12 years old, okay? I just want you to know that, JB, when I say this. This is 12-year-old BT here. Maria said boobs.
Dustin said it too, but he's not supposed to.
That's right, but Maria said boob. A boob slap is what I think she said. Fun stuff from Maria and Dustin there. All right, let's go to misses.
All right, for me, I'm gonna. You're not gonna like me this week because for me, one of the misses was Selena Dean and the promo. I might have been spoiled from the Mike Anthony promo, but here's the thing: I love the Selena Dean character. I want to believe. I wasn't believing it. I wasn't believing the promo. I think everything is there. I don't know if I'm looking for the way that she carries her words or presents them or the way she uses her emphasis, but I love the character. And I will say this, though she's on my miss list, I loved at the end of the promo, she looked at her tattoo. She has the crown tattoo there on the shoulder when she mentioned the queen, referencing that she's the queen. I liked that. Also on my misses, Derek King not wrestling. He was a no-show.
Yeah.
He was a no-show. He had his muscle do the work, and I thought he was all right on the commentary. I wanted to hear more from him. I wanted to get more character, more personality. I want to know what's going on with the royal family. Why aren't you in the ring? What's happened? I needed some info, and I didn't get it there. And my last one, I hate that the cup got smashed. I really hate that the cup got smashed. Now,
I'm going to talk about that here in a minute. I'm the opposite on that. The cup got smashed. All right, here's my misses to me. And I wrote this before the last thing happened on the show. And I wrote, I want angles. I want feuds. I want something violent at the announcer's table. I want old Memphis wrestling. Also, guys, you're on television for X amount of minutes. Sometimes it's 7 minutes. Sometimes it's 5. Sometimes it's 11. Whatever they give you, keep the speed going. Do not slow up. This is television. This is not arena matches. This is not for Tuckerman. This is not for Memphis, Tennessee on a Saturday night in front of 300 people. This is for television. You got to keep going. Speed it up, guys. Speed it up. And JB, no tag team matches this week. You know how much
I didn't want to be the
tag team matches.
I was gonna put it on my missus. I was like, I'm not gonna be the one that says it. But I agree with that.
All right on. So MVP for the week.
My MVP for the week, I gotta give it to Mike Anthony. Mike Anthony. That's my MVP of the week. He hit that spear last week, and I felt that his presence this week, it lived up to that spear. That spear he hit Big Swole with after the match. So, all right, well, this guy is going to have to bring it. And I felt like he just brought it this week. I know he lost the match, but I felt like his energy, his presence in the ring, everything was just a solid 10 for me with Mike Anthony.
I can't disagree with you by giving Mike Anthony. He's a talent. I seen Mike Anthony in some of his very first matches. I don't even think he was 200 pounds, maybe 170 at the time. A big guy now. He has a lot of energy. Him and Swole, they are going to be part of the future of this promotion. And I'm going to say something about Big Swole, Justin Cole, and I'm going to say something about him, and everybody's going to go, oh, why did he say that? But I'm going to say it. He reminds me of Stone Cold Steve Austin. I'm going to say that, and everybody's going to go, oh, my God, don't compare him to the greatest star ever, the biggest selling, blah, blah, blah. But I want to tell you, there's something there. There's just a touch of something there, either being a bad guy, good guy, or right there in between. He has that where I guess it's the redneck muscles, the jacket he wears, the whole 9 yards. He looks like a professional wrestler, and I like him a lot. I've grown to the first show. I was like, and you said you were a big Swole fan, but man, I've really turned into a big mark for Big Swole. But let me give my MVP. I'm going to give it to Brett Michaels, and I'm going to tell you why. He won the Cobra Cup. He was the winner, and I want to tell you, JB, every once in a while, you watch professional wrestling, and you see a match or you see something happening, and you can see the real part of it. You could see on Brett Michaels' face actually how proud he was to hold that in his hand, and how proud all these matches were still from the first set of tapings. So here's a man that never got on Memphis television, is getting a huge push, and you can see it on his face. And I give him the MVP along with two other guys. I'm gonna give it. He's gonna share it with them because I love Johnny Dotson and Alice Steele at the end. I love Steele smashing the Cobra Cup. And there's no truth to the rumor. Johnny Dotson does not play Cleveland. on the Cleveland show. I just want you to know that. But I love those guys and the way Dustin reacted. Where have these guys been? They used to be on Memphis Wrestling. What are they doing here? Blah, blah, blah. Loved it. Alan Steele, a big, huge fan of Alan Steele's, but I love him smashing the Cobra Cup. So, all right, guys, before we do what you look forward to next week, I want to tell everyone, if you want to be a pro wrestler, you can train with Championship Wrestling from Memphis. Go to the website, www.championshipwrestlingfrommemphis.com. Hit the tab there and let them know. They'll train you. These are some guys that have a lot of experience in the business. All right, what do you look forward to next week, man?
Well, I hope we get women's tag team wrestling next week.
Oh, yeah. You got enough of them going there. So,
I'm hoping we get a women's tag team match. That's what I'm hoping for.
I love the idea that we got, and all the women are saying, with this girl, that girl, no, there's nothing going on. Yeah, there is going on. I don't like, and then you got Precious in the middle of it all. And it's such a solid, he had such a good match with Nikki and such a solid worker. He's able to, the girls, he's putting over these girls, and it does not hurt him any to lose to these girls because everyone, I mean, I hate to say this, Precious is a heel, but I love his act. It's like he's a babyface to me. It's like I want to cheer him all the time.
I'm waiting for the big win.
Yeah. What I'm looking forward to the most, I want to hear what's going on. What's going on with Johnny Dotson? What's going on with Alice Steele? Alice Steele, big Power Pro guy. Johnny Dotson, big Memphis wrestling guy. Both guys have a history here. The second generation history is the way I look at it. And along with Derek King, we want to see them in the ring, and we want to see why they smashed the cup. And also, JB, next week starts the new set of tapings. So I've still not been spoiled, thank God. And we got 3 or 4 weeks from that set of tapings. So I'm excited about that. So I'm going to go ahead and ask you, thumbs up, thumbs down?
Thumbs up. I thought it was a good show. And another thing that I loved about this show was the main event. It went the distance. It wasn't a quick match. Those guys really went at it in that main event for about a good 15 minutes, I believe.
I'm a huge fan of the first couple of matches, 3 or 4 matches being a little faster. 7 to 9 minutes is fine. Bring that main event in and go 15 to 17. I'm fine with that. But I want them to be. I don't even want them to stop. I know they was getting heat on the ribs and the whole 9 yards with that. That was a story. But part of me just doesn't even want to see any slowdown when you're on television. Just because if you watch, WWE, if you watch AEW, that's what you're going to see there. They know if you got 7 minutes on TV, JB, if you got 7 minutes on TV, you're going to do all you can in that 7 minutes, buddy, so that you can shine in front of the crowd. And that's what I want to. Those two guys, I say it again, those two guys are going to be part of Memphis history on this show. Those two guys have a job here as long as they want to, because they're going to have a huge fan base. Even though Mike Anthony is a heel, and he's a part of being a badass, and that's what people are going to like about him. All right, JB, do me a favor. Put over your stuff so everyone knows how to get to you.
Twitch.tv/RynoJB and RynoJB.com.
Right on. And remember, guys, all the episodes are at stspod.club. This is episode number 421. Can you believe that, JB? 421. Wow. Been doing it for 4 years. Over 400 episodes, part of the archives, having one of the best months ever. Thanks to Championship Wrestling from Memphis, thanks to you, and thanks to everybody listening to this new show. Go in the archives and listen to the old shows, because we're going to be here, same bat time, same bat channel, on the best little wrestling podcast in the business. Be there! And as everyone knows, and JB knows now, I love my mama.
Memphis Wrestling is back, and with an all-new website. Stay up to date and informed on everything Memphis Wrestling, including our new training center, now enrolling for May. Get more info on how you can become a pro wrestler at championshipwrestlingmemphis.com/training.